Hello, happy Wednesday. It is September 8th, 2021, and this is my morning entry. So yeah, just to recap on yesterday's goals, I did get everything published like I wanted to my website, to my Instagram, and to my newsletter. And then for the writing part, I spent an hour looking at tech innovations. And I guess a little feedback from that. I was inspired by some of the predictions for the 2040s, which is kind of fun, and those included automated homes and self-sustaining buildings, including nanobots, right? So imagine buildings that are able to produce their own energy via solar panels, and they actually repair themselves. They have nanobots that are able, right? So that you're able to have these completely self-sustaining buildings, right? Imagine these like 300-story tall, massive buildings that you never leave. So there might be some stories there. And there's obviously a ton of work to be done with space as well. I mean, that one's a hard one for me because I feel like our stories we have a lot of space stories, but at the same time, we are like at the very beginning of space exploration. So just like by nature, by necessity, I imagine we're just over the next 10 or 20 years going to have a plethora, an explosion of space stories. Just because, you know what I mean? Like we're at the very beginning of this. So anyway, that one's a hard one for me because at one point I feel like it's a little space is overdone, but at the other I feel like there's just going to be this huge desire for it. So anyway. Aside from that, also a big new milestone. I submitted my story, The Conflagration, to my first magazine for consideration. A few, expectations management on that. It's a tiny magazine that pays hardly anything for submissions, but they don't charge a submission fee, and they give feedback on submissions. So I am being realistic about my chances. I submitted a pre-professional edit work, so work that was not professionally edited, and was also my first. Right? So manage expectations, probably not going to get accepted. So I don't expect them to buy my story, but I am hopeful and that at least I don't get laughed in my face, right? Which I don't imagine anyone would do. So anyway, so just realistic expectations. We'll see what happens. Focus. So today I want to focus on blocking out the Green Grocer story, setting up email listservs for places like Wired Magazine, Smithsonian, etc., places to get a sense of new innovations and trends for this short story set that I'm working on. I'm also curious about sequel opportunities for The Conflagration, right? About making it a series where Lou is the sleuth, right? We've got this book-pushing barber who is a sleuth, right? An amateur sleuth in the 90s. I mean, the setup is there. He's got opportunity for lots of gossip, right? He gets lots of things coming in. So I think there's an opportunity to make a very fun character out of him. I really like Lou as a sleuth, and I think I would like to have him solve a few more mysteries. I think it would be interesting. I also like that he helps us see pop culture and trends in new and interesting ways. So my question with Lou is, what else can he reveal about the 90s and his time, being born in the 20s, that might give us a better perspective on today? I bet Lou would be appalled at some of our political goings-on for the day, so that's one of the first areas I'm curious about. But yeah, let's see, concrete goals for the day. Spend 30 minutes researching the Green Grocer story, and think of 4 possible characters as well as plot points for The Republic, the novel that I'm working on. And also spend 30 minutes working on a Lou sequel. So those are my goals for today. And then I'll follow up tomorrow and see where we're at. Alright, have a great day, everybody. Bye.